What's up, y'all? This is Ramel Watley, and welcome to Truckin' Hustle, the podcast for trucking entrepreneurs. If you want to learn about the trucking industry from the business side of things, you're in the right place. Every week, I interview the people who are making it happen on a daily basis. I get them to share their successes, their failures, and sometimes even their secrets. The goal is to show you how you too can create financial freedom in the booming trucking industry. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
I'm in competition with nobody, just for the record, okay?
Yeah.
But let me tell you something. You got Starbucks, and then you got Dunkin' Donuts. Right? And this is something that CJ, my mentor, told me. He was like, yo, both of them got coffee.
Yeah.
Right? He was like, honestly, I like Dunkin' Donuts coffee better. They black, they got the black coffee, he like it better over there.
Right.
But Starbucks, they got that brand.
Right.
Turn my mic up. Take it there. Yeah. On the road to the riches. Life takes a toll like bridges. Good friends become foes and snitches. Better watch who knows in your business.
Just growing up in this, and just watching my mom hustle, my family hustle when I was younger.
Yeah.
It definitely got instilled in me, you know what I'm saying? They always tell you if you make it out here, you can make it anywhere, you know what I mean?
That's a fact.
And it ain't no city like New York. Like, this infrastructure, don't nothing look like this, bro. So I love seeing it, man. Just the hustling, the bustling, the fast pace. Like, I love it.
But you know, there's a lot of people migrating to Atlanta from New York, though. That's where everybody going.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Everybody headed to Atlanta, man.
Atlanta, man, is a cakewalk, bro. Like, as far as, like, you know what I'm saying, just the networking and just especially like our people. Yeah. Everybody willing to network out there.
Yeah, that's what it seems like. Everybody work together out there.
It's crazy, bro. It's just the cost of living, just being able to live really decent without breaking the bank. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's just like, yo, it's amazing. I love it. It's really Wakanda for real. It's Wakanda for real. Atlanta's dope, and it's just growing. And we got the the movies. Yeah. With Tyler Perry.
Yeah.
We got the biggest airport in the world, so it's just, especially like for trucking. You know what I'm saying? Like where it's like positioned at. Right. In the middle of the between the Carolinas, Florida. It's like where it's positioned at on top of having the biggest airport. Right. I just feel like that's why trucking for the most part is really good based out of Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? Like, we definitely had our slow times, but just like, overall Atlanta's just a really good market for trucking. Right. Just on where it's positioned at. So.
Yo, what made you think about the trucking to begin with, though? Like what made you even consider trucking? You know what I'm saying? Because I know me personally, I've been in the business for a minute, and I never thought I'd be in the trucking industry. Never.
I was on stage 2 days ago in Atlanta, and that's what that was my first thing. The first thing I said when I walked on stage was like, yo, can I keep it 100 with y'all? Like, can I keep it all the way transparent? Yeah. I was like, do y'all really think I wanted to be, like, my dream was to be in trucking? Right. And everybody, started laughing. Like, nah, you don't come off as that. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was a promoter. I used to sing, rap. Like, I wanted to be like an artist.
You rap too?
Yeah, I used to be heavy.
Was you nice?
Heavy.
Nah, but was you nice?
I was real nice. Yo, I'm gonna be real with you, right? Yeah. I literally won every year of my high school talent show.
Oh, word?
I got first place every year
for rapping
in high school for rapping and singing.
And the funny thing is that rap music prepared me to do other things. Like, I always wanted to rhyme too, but it's funny that rap music made me comfortable speaking in public. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It made me comfortable around people. If I never did that, it wouldn't have prepared me for like the next level of things to come. You know what I'm saying?
Man, we got a similar story. That's crazy because the rap thing didn't work for me. But what did work for me was throwing parties. Okay. That was like my first jump off the porch. Yeah. Profession right there after I got fired from my last job. Okay. I just started throwing parties, and not only was I promoting and putting the party together, but one day the party was going on, and I was like, yo, they ain't really dancing like that. Like, yo, like the music was okay, but I'm like, yo, why they not dancing? So I literally just hopped on the mic at my party one day. And I was like, yo, I need everybody, get out your seat, head to the dance floor, you got more than $100. And I just started like mimicking what I used to hear.
Right, what everybody else say,
and get it, it worked. Yeah. And I was like, oh, I like this. Right. So since I couldn't be a rapper, that was like my fix. Was being the host at the party. Right. So I was just rocking.
What'd you call yourself?
Sincere.
Sincere?
Yeah, and the reason I changed my name to Sincere because we already got an Alix, AG Entertainment. He the biggest promoter in the country.
I heard of Alix.
Right? So he was heavy at this time. AG Entertainment. So I was like, you know what? If I go by Alix, everybody gonna be confused.
Right.
Like when they
mention two Alexes.
You know what I'm saying?
He heavy like that.
He was heavy. So I was like, I'm gonna just go by Sincere. So son, I'm
Where
rocking.
you get Sincere from?
I just like
no.
I really everybody keep thinking that. I like the name, but I also knew that the girls would like the name.
The name is fly. It's a fly ass name, Sincere.
And it worked. Like girls used to love the name. That's really the reason I picked it.
Right.
So I'm rocking my parties, and I'm like, oh, yo, I'm alright. Like I would wait till like 12 o'clock, and then the party would be straight. And then as soon as I get on the mic, it started popping off. So I'm like, oh, all right, this my lane right here. And then it went from there to, yo, I was killing the party so crazy that AG sent some people out to my party.
Okay.
His team, and they was just checking me out. And after the party one day, they walked up to me like, yo, you know, I know you're not on the radio or nothing, but yo, we would like you to come rock out at Compound. And at this point, Compound was the biggest.
And he had a couple joints, right?
He had a couple parties.
He got Compound and something else.
It was Velvet Room.
Right.
And yo, and these parties was the most popping parties in the city, damn near the country.
Okay.
So I'll never forget the first time I went out there to host this party, yo, I was scared to death. But I rocked that joint, and then I ended up rocking for like a year and a half. And then he put me on to Velvet Room, and he put me on all his parties, and I'm just rocking out. I'm just rocking out, and so that definitely gave me my where I wasn't scared to be in front of people and be on the platform. That definitely broke my
Nah, that's a fact, man, because that alone, man, is scary. You know, just getting up in front of people and, you know, talking and all that. Like, you know, people be like, damn, how you talk in front of crowds and all that.
Yeah.
That rap life prepare you for it.
It definitely do. and when I was speaking to my team before I went on stage, cause I ain't gonna lie, like, it's been a while since I've been in front of a lot of people. Right. Like Instagram is cool. I just got over my Instagram live paranoia. Like I was scared to do that. I started you wouldn't think that.
You look mad natural. Instagram.
Now I do.
Yo, you know what I want to ask you about that? Like, yo, your setting and everything looks so perfect on the gram, man. It almost seemed like you got a backdrop back there or something, man. For real.
Yeah, that's my wall. My
joint is hot.
Yeah, my man, he a painter, John Designs, man. He came to the crib, and I just told him, he know my personality. I said, just give me something that's gonna pop. Cause I'm a homebody. Like I after throwing parties, bro. Like I'm like, you know what? I ain't trying to be in the streets like that. So I made my home like real comfortable the way I ain't gotta leave the crib. I just went all out on my crib, decked it all the way out. So I don't gotta leave the crib. I'm a homebody, right?
Right.
So when I do the lives, you know, I don't be trying to like flex or nothing. It is what it is.
Nah, I mean, but look fly though. I mean, it's because you do them so often. Yeah. You might as well set the mood and set the ambiance and the aesthetic. You know what I'm saying?
Indeed.
So it definitely looks dope.
Indeed, bro. So with the lives, man, my homegirl Nikki, you know, she worked with Beast Mode with Eric Thomas and them. Yeah. She was like, yo, you want to take it to the next level? You have to go on live. Like you got to connect to the people. Like that's okay. You post nice pictures, you do cool videos. Right. That's straight, but if you really want to connect, you gotta hop on that live. So I remember the first time I did it, I wrote notes. Okay, I'm gonna talk about this, I'm gonna talk about that. I was terrified. And I'm gonna be real, right? The joint came out alright. Like the first live was straight and I liked it. Yeah. But I'm gonna tell you why I like it. I'm gonna tell you why I'm obsessed with live now. Okay. Because of my followers, bro. Right. I got some dope followers. Like they really rock with me, fam.
That's a fact. And you see the same people showing up. People showing love, and you're like, all right, there you go, you in the room. You know what I'm saying? Nah,
I just found out about post notifications. I'm like, yo, how these people always on Instagram on my live when I go live? It's the same 20 people. Right. And I realized they got my post notifications on, but it's just so much love, bro. Like, what I realize is when you pouring into people and when you adding value to people's lives, even if they not in trucking, I just realized like, yo, people that's have no interest in trucking, the jewels that you drop sometimes, it still relates overall.
Absolutely.
In other business. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
So like my lives, you know, and I can't speak on anybody else, but I think what made me so good at live, honestly, at the IG lives is the feedback. Right. The energy that I get back. I'll go on there and be like, all right, I'm gonna talk about this tonight. But they carry the conversation for real.
Exactly. No, that's a fact. That's a fact.
They carry it, bro.
Because even when I do the live thing, like you start off with something and then it goes in a whole different direction. Yeah. You start going through them comments and all that. You're like, all right. And once everybody gets engaged, and it's crazy because you can't even hear them. But but you know what I'm saying? Like I thought it was weird at first messing around with it because like yo, I'm talking to a mirror.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You gotta get used to it.
And you see people talking, it's like, all right, you know, but eventually, like you said, the whole energy is dope. You know what I'm saying? Especially the love, the hearts, and crazy, you killing it, this, that, and the third.
It's amazing, bro. And then I started going live with people recently. You know, going live with people. I ain't gonna lie, and yo, knock on some wood. Yeah. I ain't had one troll yet.
Word?
On Instagram Live.
You know what?
Or even on my page, for real.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. I be seeing trolls on everybody's page, but I ain't got no trolls yet. Like, it's always gonna be somebody that come on there talking crazy. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't had that yet, and I'm just waiting for it.
We gotta work. We gotta just show more love, man. You know what I'm saying? Like all that jumping in, like it's just crazy, man. It's enough of that in the world. You know what I'm saying? So in this room, we gonna show love. If we disagree, we gonna disagree in a loving way. You know what I'm saying? In a respectful way. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, but that's crazy. That's good though. You ain't had nobody jump on there and talk crazy yet.
Nah, not yet, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? But it is what it is. It is what it is. Everybody's going, you know, we all human beings. Everybody got their own brains. Yeah. And everybody's not going to agree. But one thing I tell people, like, look, I don't think or act like I know everything. Like, if it's some information that I don't know, like, teach me. I'm obsessed with the information, and my obsession for the information is what put me in a position to be able to train. Is because I put in that work with you know, looking up the information and you know, just doing the research on the industry, and I stay on top of everything, bro. I got alerts from like 15 different sites that like alert on the market. You know what I'm saying? From Bloomberg to Freight Waves to like my phone goes off all the time. I need to know the minute it happens, any changes in my industry. If you're gonna be a master of your industry, you gotta know everything that's going on.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? So I always tell people, you know, people be like, yo, the competition is, I'm like, look, I don't see no competition. Nobody's gonna outwork me, bro. I'm gonna be real. Nobody's gonna outwork me. Nobody's gonna out research me. Like it's so funny because a lot of times when people get momentum and they rolling, and this is with any business, right? When you get momentum and you get some, you know, when everything's kind of going your way, I like to compare it to like riding a bike. You know what I'm saying? I said this on live a few months ago. It's like riding a bike. If you're going up a hill and you grind and you're on a bike and you're going up the hill, right? Your natural thing to do is just stand up and pedal hard to go up the hill. And as soon as you start going down the hill, the natural thing to do is just sit down and just coast.
Now you're coasting.
Right? So going down the hill represents the momentum. I'm going down the hill right now and I'm standing up, pedaling down the hill, bro. You see what I'm saying? When I got the wind behind me and everything, I'm still standing up and I'm pedaling. Right. Because when my favorite phrase that I came up with out of nowhere, fam, is like, yo, if you execute during your season, it could be your life forever.
That's a fact.
Right?
That's a fact. Yeah.
People got a short attention span.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you gotta, when you get that momentum, when you get your season, you
better go hard.
You better stand up and ride and pedal down that hill and keep going.
Yeah. And
that's where I'm at right now with it.
A lot of times that's when people, like you said, like people get complacent. They like, oh, I got a couple dollars, things are going good. You know, let me fall back a little bit. Let me go buy me a nice little car. Let me go, you know what I mean? Like, that's when they start celebrating.
I mean, my thing is
high stepping early.
And you could get all that. That's fine. But I tell people all the time, like, yo, get the asset that's gonna pay for the lifestyle.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I went and bought my dream car last year. You know what I'm saying? The S Coupe.
Yeah.
You know, and I had that joint on my screensaver for 2 years.
Wow.
When it first dropped, right?
That's dope.
But I was like, every time I was gonna pull the trigger, I was like, nah, you know what? Let me go get a truck first.
Yeah.
Right. So I went and got a truck. And I allocated that truck to pay for my S Coupe, right?
No doubt.
The condo we was just talking about,
yeah.
I wanted to live it. It's just brand new. I wanted it.
Yeah.
Before I went and moved in that condo, I went and got me another truck, bro. That truck pays for my condo now.
No doubt.
You see what I'm saying?
Where you think you got that discipline from?
From having it all before and losing it all. Real simple.
That'll definitely teach you.
Yeah, this my this my second go round, fam. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
This my second go round, but I'm not gonna lose it this time because I know what it's like to have it and lose it all. That was one of the most humbling experiences. I lived in the high rise of Miami.
Right.
And back to my mother's house.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Imagine living on the top floor of a condo looking at water and then back to your mother's house that you grew up in.
Yeah.
So when I was down, I was like, ooh, like, okay. Yeah, see, I didn't respect money.
Right.
And money is like a woman. If you keep disrespecting a woman, what is she gonna do?
She's gonna leave your ass. Or beat your ass up, one of the two.
So look, I was disrespecting money, so it leaves you. So if you keep disrespecting the money, it will leave you.
Right.
Don't wait till it's not here no more to respect it.
Right. Nah, that's true, man.
So that's where I get my discipline from. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm not even hustling for myself no more, bro. I'm hustling for my future kids right now.
No doubt.
And they kids. You know what I'm saying? I said on stage, like, we gonna rewrite history. We gonna break that cycle.
That's a fact.
I asked the crowd, I was like, I said, by a show of hands, how many, it was like 200 people in the room. I said, by a show of hands, how many of you guys had a business passed down to you?
Okay.
Like growing up in your family?
Yeah.
I said, raise your hand.
Yeah.
Turn right, then turn
left bro,
onto East 15th
literally
Street.
one hand, bro.
Wow.
Out of 200 people, son, raise their hands.
That's crazy. One hand.
I was like, look around the room right now.
Yeah. That says something. That speaks volumes, man.
I said, we gonna be the generation to break that cycle, fam.
Right.
I'm gonna lead by example. Like, what I'm gonna use my platform for, I'm not using my platform just to, be on there in the club smoking hookah and check my new sneakers out. That's not what I'm using my platform for. I'm gonna use my platform to expose people. Like, look, where we headed to right now, I came from the same place y'all came from.
Yeah.
Right? I had nothing handed out to me.
Right.
I just went and got the information. Yeah. And I decided that I wanted something different for my life. That's the first step, is deciding that you want something different for your life.
Right. No doubt.
It's all about mindset, man. It sounds simple, but it's so real. The mindset is the first step.
Yeah. That's crazy. How do you manage everything you got going on right now, man?
Yeah.
I mean, because and when do you know it's the right time to move on to the next project?
That's an amazing question.
You know what I'm saying?
Whew. That's a great question, fam. For me, it's super organic, right? My most successful businesses came from organic decisions.
Okay.
All right, so I'll give you an example. I started off with the trucking company. They said the average millionaire has 7 streams of income. Right? Before I even knew about that phrase right there, about the 7 streams, I had my trucking company. Cool. Made the mistakes, went out of business, gave it another shot, got it rolling.
Right.
Trained my cousin, right, who we gonna meet today.
Okay.
When he got out of jail, I was like, look, when you get out, I met him in Brooklyn the week he got out, and I trained him on everything I knew about the trucking at that time. This was 2016.
Okay.
End of 2016, right?
Okay.
Once I trained him, he was able to take a little bit of the workload off of me.
Right.
I started consulting. So when I'm consulting, I'm getting these people up and running, and I'm showing them how to book loads. I'm showing them how to negotiate. I'm showing them how to work the load board. But I realized, like, damn, his personality, he not really a negotiator. And I get that. Like, everybody don't got that dog where they can just get on there and just negotiate their rates. Everybody ain't got that.
Right.
So I seen a problem, and I wanted to see these people succeed. So I said, you know what? Let me create a dispatch service.
Okay.
That way, when I get these people up and running, I don't just throw them out to the wolves.
Okay.
So that's company number 2.
Boom. No doubt.
Right?
Yep.
Actually, that's company number 3, because I was consulting.
Right, you consulting.
So
you got the trucks,
company,
and now you got the dispatch.
Consulting, now dispatch.
Okay.
Then I met E.T. I met E.T. and CJ. Eric, E.T. the hip hop preacher. He's the number 1 motivational speaker in the world.
That's a fact.
I went to the cruise that they did last March. Never knew him. Never met him a day in my life. I spent $5,000. Me and my girl at the time, we went to go see him, and I just went to go get some motivation. You know what I mean? Right. I was starting to make a couple dollars right now. I just wanted to kind of tighten up. Right. That was my only mission. I ain't even want no picture. I ain't into that clout stuff.
Right. What made you think that was a good idea to do? Like, what made you think going to that would be the place to get that motivation?
Because I had been watching them on YouTube.
Okay, so you just motivated by him just through the screen. You was like, let me see this brother in person.
Yeah, I mean, he was only touch him. When I went out of business, he was who I would listen to get me out of my slump. I was damn near on a state of depression when I went out of business with the trucks the first year. Okay. So I was listening to that, when you want to succeed as bad as you want to breathe.
That's a fact.
Every day I would play this man's video,
Yeah.
So when I seen the cruise, I had never been on a cruise before. I was like, ooh, so I get to go on a cruise and get the motivation? Right. Oh, no, we did. Right. So I told Shorty, I was like, I'm going to go ahead and drop this $5,000. And I went on a cruise. I'm going to keep it short. I went on a cruise. and organically met his right hand man, CJ, who's the brains behind the brand. He's the one behind the scenes.
Okay.
And he was like, yo, what do you do? I was like, yo, I got a trucking company and I show people how to get in the industry, da 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 da. And the first thing he said to me was like, yo, so you doing one-on-one consultations? I said, yeah. So he said, that requires you to like physically consult them and go. I was like, yeah, I go to the dealership. I help interview the drivers for them. I bring my mechanics. We inspect the trucks, the whole nine.
Yeah, yeah.
He was like, whew. He like made this funny face like,
that's rough.
I was like, what? I said, yo, but they paying me though.
Yeah, yeah.
He's like, how much you getting paid? I was like, look, when I first started, I was getting $1,500 a client. And I said, at this point, I'm at $10,000 a client, and I got a waiting list for like 8 months. I'm thinking like, yo, he gonna be impressed by this. And he was he's like, that's not impressive. I said, what you mean? He was like, the reason you have a waiting list is because you're only one person.
Right.
He said you haven't duplicated yourself, so now you can't scale. So you're not gonna be able to get to the next level until you put your information online.
Right. Right.
I was like, ooh.
Yeah.
Tell me more.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like, how do I do that?
Yeah. I was like, tell me more, because I ain't no computer person. Like, I was like, what do you mean computer? Like, he was like, you put it online.
Right.
So, yo, I went home, me and Shorty locked in the room for 5 months.
Okay.
Straight. I ain't taught them for 5 months.
Okay.
We locked in. He told me what to do. Created the content. I laid it out for a 10-year-old, bro. The way I laid it out, fam, was so clear, because that's how I learned. Like, if it ain't laid out, if I can't visually understand it, I can't mess with it.
Yeah.
So just understand understand my mind state as I'm creating this portal. I'm creating this thing so a 10-year-old can understand this thing.
Right.
Okay. He was like, even if he told me, he was like, well, even if you think that they might not need that information, throw it in there.
Throw it in there anyway. Just the basics.
Right?
Yeah.
So long story short, fam. Long story short, I hit him up. We did the portal. Had the information. He loved it. We dropped the portal. What number is that? Is that 4?
That's
okay.
4.
So now I have an online trading portal, completely passive, that I don't physically have to be there now.
Right.
That's 4. So number 5. At this point, the money's coming in. Everything is rolling. I got cash sitting in a savings account. Right. And one of my other mentors, heavy financial dude, he was like, yo,
proceed to the route.
Your money's sitting in the savings account is like sitting in the trash. He's like, yo, you gotta let I said, what do you do? He said, I grow my money.
Okay.
I invested in currency trading and different instruments. I was like, word. So then I invested my money into a currency trading platform.
Okay.
And it's been bringing me amazing returns. So that's my 5th stream of income right there.
Okay.
This year, my Instagram blew up. I went from 1,000 followers last March to almost 30,000 a year and a half later.
Wow.
Right?
Yeah.
It's just the love, man. The love been crazy. The name, they love the name. I said, you know what? Let's give them, everybody that follows me might not go on to buy a truck. They might not, be ready for the portal.
Right.
But they want to support somehow in another way. So I said, look, let's create the merch. I went to Lids in the middle of the mall and I just did a little hat that said good energy on it. A little bootleg, just good energy on it, right? Stitched in there.
Right.
People was trying to buy the hat off me. I was on Instagram
the name
live.
Is so catchy,
yeah,
bro.
I'm on live.
Yeah.
And they like, yo, okay, yeah, that's cool, but yo, where we get that hat from? So I hit the team up like, yo, y'all think we should do some merch?
Right.
Fam, on October 11th, we came up with the idea that we was gonna do the merch, and we dropped it 30 days later on 11/11. Halfway sold out the first week.
That's crazy, man. That's crazy.
That's 6. And then my 7th stream of income, bro, I'm currently about to close on my first real estate deal with my brother Jamal King in Chicago.
Dope.
Multifamily house in Chicago.
Dope.
That's my 7th stream. And then the last one, bro, the next one, not the last, but the next one now is the dispatch course. A lot of people been hitting me up in my DMs like, hey, what if we don't want to actually run a company? Like, what about just dispatching? You know what I'm saying? We know you got a dispatch service. Like, are you training on that?
Right.
And I've been sitting on it. And I was like, yo, it's time.
You know, the thing is, a dispatch is such a low barrier to entry, bro.
Oh my God.
You know what I'm saying? All that take is hustle.
That's all it takes, man. Branding.
You know what I'm saying? Branding
and marketing.
And hustle. Yeah.
So I'm gonna show them how to do it. My dispatch service does 6 figures a year right now. So I'm gonna show them my blueprint.
Dope.
I'm gonna show them how we organically grew our dispatch service and how we retain the people that we like. Once they come into our service, people not leaving.
Right.
Because we got our own relationships.
Right.
With shippers, brokers that we extend over to, because I don't got 100 trucks.
Established.
Yeah, I don't got 100 trucks. So we extended over. My guys are relentless with the negotiating. Like, I trained some killers, fam. These dudes, they hunt, they eat what they kill. Right. And I pay a percentage because it keeps everybody motivated.
Right.
It keeps everybody motivated.
That's dope, man.
You know what I'm saying?
That's dope.
So that'll be the 7th when I'm dropping that January. Like, when I come up with ideas, bro, I don't sit on them. See, that's what separates a lot of the people that really win from the people that just get by.
Right.
All
Taking
that talking.
Action.
Stop talking all the time.
Taking action. That's a fact.
So what I do for myself to hold myself accountable, I put it out into the universe. Look, I'm about to do this. I look at the reaction. They went crazy.
You know what's funny? And I didn't mean to cut you off, but a lot of people, and I agree with that, because a lot of people say keep your ideas to yourself. Yeah. I don't agree with that. I'm like, yo, put your stuff out there so people they hold you yourself accountable now. Now you got pressure. Yeah. Now it's like, yo, I done said I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. Now you got pressure on you. Word, and I like that.
Yeah, I put it out there before I even had it. I don't got nothing put together. Yeah. Right? What's today's date?
Today is the 13th, 14th, something like that? I'm not even sure.
Today's the 16th, I think.
16th. I'm way off.
So listen, I'm telling you right now, I don't have one piece of video, PDF put together for this dispatch course.
Right.
Check my Instagram in about a month and a half. No doubt. Right? Yeah. Hold me accountable.
Yeah. Yo, that's
you know what I'm saying? Because it's out there. They already, like, when is it dropping? What date are you dropping?
Yeah, because I seen you posted it.
It was like almost 200 comments.
And everybody's hungry. They ready. But the thing is you have a proven system.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, whatever you put out next, people are gonna be ready for it because you've already proven yourself already. You know what I'm saying?
That's why I tell people, you got to do good business.
Yeah.
You got to do good business. You got to keep your name clean, and you can't half-ass on nothing that you do. Right. So people seen the portal, they seen how well put together and how professional the portal is, so they already know the dispatch course is going to be similar, if not better.
They know what you're coming with already.
Listen, you guys, because there's other people that consult, and major love to everybody, because this is my thing. I'm not competing with nobody, because there's 7 billion people in the world. Right?
No doubt.
7 billion people in the world.
It's
so
a lot of ground to cover, bro.
It's a lot of people.
A lot of ground
to cover.
So
I'm in competition with nobody, just for the record, okay?
Yeah.
But let me tell you something. You got Starbucks, and then you got Dunkin' Donuts. Right. And this is something that CJ, my mentor, told me. He was like, yo, both of them got coffee. Yeah. Right? He was like, honestly, I like Dunkin' Donuts coffee better. They black. They got the black coffee. He like it better over there.
Right.
But Starbucks, they got that brand. Right. They cup look different. They got the little green.
They got the names.
You know what I'm saying?
Venti and all of that. Yeah, that's a fact.
So I tell people, your brand is everything. I don't play with my brand.
Turn right.
You know what I'm saying? So when anything that has good energy, these hoodies, you can wash this joint. It ain't washing off, because this represents me. So I need the best quality hoodies. This ain't gonna have the little fur balls and all that. It's quality, fam.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So as long as you put everything into whatever it is that you got, I don't care what business it is. Right. Don't half-ass on nothing you do, fam, because it will come back fourfold. The more you put into the beginning, the more will come back, fam. Right. I don't have, like, whatever. I want the best photographers. I want the best video editors. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. I see you get the top of the line everything. You ain't no half stepping, man. Ain't no half assing at all. So when you first started doing the like putting out the portal, like, were people receptive to it right away? Like the trucking industry, because that's foreign to a lot of people.
Yeah, it was, fam.
You know what I'm saying? How'd you get people to be like, yo, this is something I could do too?
You know what it is, fam? It's funny because I had to really think about that. And the reason is because I unconsciously was transparent from the beginning with my journey, with my trucks, with my people have been watching me for a while. I didn't even realize this. Okay. Right?
Okay.
I was just showing them my journey. They see when I bought the first truck, then jumped up to the second, jumped up to the third. I shared my failures with them. I shared my comebacks with them, right? Okay. So by the time I package and let them know, hey, look, the stuff that y'all been watching me do for years, right? I'm getting ready to package it up and show you how to do it now. Okay. They could not wait. Right. So when I dropped it, I probably had about 12 people sign up the first month there.
Okay.
And just on the strength, or just what they saw already? Just
on the strength. Yeah, and my joint ain't cheap. My joint was just $2,000. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't like no little $400, $500 course. This joint was a high ticket. Right. So I told myself, I said, whoa, these first 12, I need these people to win. I was on they butt, yo. Right? Yes. So what happened was the first person got his truck. See, everything is content for one, but I made sure I documented the journeys, the success stories, people that actually took the information and went about. Okay. And fam, again, from 12 people the first month, I think we did 50 the second month. Right, another 50 the next month, and then fam, it's out of here right now, bro. That's crazy. It's out of here right now. Like I don't know if I'm gonna say the numbers right now. That's crazy. That's crazy, fam. I can imagine. I know a couple months. I remember on your IG, you had like a little marketing joint that said we got over 250 people or something like that. I'm sure you like triple or quadruple that by now. Indeed. You know, because that was like almost like 6 months ago. Indeed. You know what I'm saying, bro? And the last 3 months has just been insane, man. It's just been insane, bro. But the thing is that I didn't do this thing on a strictly monetary, basis. Right. And I think that's what people identified with me is like, yo, this dude is really passionate about helping people. Because I'm telling you right now, when people ask me what's your biggest success in life, it's not anything monetarily. Monetarily, my biggest accomplishments in life is just knowing that I went through a lot of pain and I was able to package something to help somebody create another stream of income to feed their family. Right. Hearing those stories is my biggest accomplishment. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't have a portal that I could have purchased in 2012 when I started. I didn't have somebody. Nobody would help me. Right. Nobody would help me, fam. Yeah. So just to know that people are getting the information and actually applying it, and it's not only making the money, it's saving the money for making a lot of mistakes. As you know, it's a big boy industry. You done did a bunch of like this game ain't easy, man. And people say I make it look easy. But I'm like, look, I've been doing it for so long. Right. You got processes and systems in place. Everything's automated. Look easy. Right. Delegation. Yeah. But if you execute it and you good with money management, right? You'll be alright in this game. You know what I'm saying? You'll be alright in this game. You need to be able to know how to maximize when it's good, when the rates is up. You got it's crazy. That's wild right there. Just coming out the ocean only like in New York, man. Only in New York. Like a movie, something like that. Straight up. This came out. Came out the ocean like what? That's crazy. Yeah, that is wild. But yeah, like this game right here, man, I'm gonna be doing this till I'm 100 years old, fam. I ain't gonna lie to you, because once you've seen the good, once you've tasted blood and you've seen that money coming, when the rates is up, the truck ain't breaking down, the drivers is on point. Yo, once you taste that blood, right. Fam, I'll roll with the punches, kid. So how's your industry staff taking to your not new life, but you know what I'm saying? Because before they knew you as Alix, you know, the whatever you was doing, the boss, you know what I mean? Yeah. Now you moving on as an influencer and all that. Like, are they like, I want the old Alix back? Like, do they miss you? You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be real with you, man. I take care of my peoples for one, man. Okay. They good money, but you know, I told them, I had to talk with them a while ago, man. And I was like, I said, if y'all hold the company down, if y'all run these trucks and keep any stress up off me, I'm gonna be able to go out there and do what I do, and everybody wins, right? Because even with my dispatch service, the more we elevate, the more I elevate, the more the brand elevates. We got people blowing up the dispatch service right now, trying to send their trucks over, so everybody eats. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right, so their job is to protect me, protect my mind, because it ain't easy, fam. It's not easy, fam. Like when you get to a point where it's like, yo, when your job is to pour into people, right? Like literally, you're pouring out of yourself, right, into somebody, into people. Yeah. So if you're not refilling yourself, and if you're not taking care of yourself, if my mind is going crazy, I'm not gonna be able to do what I need to do. So I told them, look, I need y'all to hold me down, yo. Hold me down. Tell me about the truck that broke down. Tell me about that tomorrow. Just get it taken care of. I don't need to hear about trucks breaking down. I don't need to hear about drivers being late. Handle it. Y'all know what to do. Got you. Do you still get them calls though? I don't get those calls no more, fam. That's dope. I don't get those calls no more. I got my credit card on file. Right. And this is what they need to learn. They need to learn, like, look, you know, how I made my business passive is I duplicated myself. I trained a staff, right? I put all the systems in place, all the resources, you know, our roadside assistance. I got my card on file. I got the girl who handles making sure the fuel cards is filled up at all times. Right. I just got people in place to do all the things that I don't want to do.
Right, got you.
You might have to wait till you grow. You can't, I mean, if you got 1-2 trucks, you might not be able to do that yet. But once you start growing and the money is coming in, you have to release. Like, that was my biggest thing, was releasing duties. Like, this was my baby. Like, I'm not about to have nobody dispatching the booking loads. Like, they don't know how to negotiate like me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That was the hardest part.
Right.
But it wasn't until I released those duties, bro, that I was able to take it to the next level. When I released those duties, then I was able to work on a dispatch. I mean, work on a dispatch service, work on the portal. Right. But everybody wins. As I get up here, the blessings drop down to the team.
No doubt.
So they loving it, man.
They good.
They loving it.
What's the one call you need to get though?
The one call?
The one call that, like, yo, if this happens, you need to call me.
Accident, okay. For sure. Accident, definitely. Out of services.
Okay.
If we
DOT.
if we get a deal, if somebody get put out of service, I need to know what's going on. I don't play about that. Your CSA score is very important, right?
Yeah, that's a fact.
So I need to know about that. You know what I'm saying? What else? That's about it.
Okay.
That's about it. And they've been pretty good at that lately. We had a couple dings in the beginning, but we got those corrected. And you know, I tell people, just because we small companies,
right,
we still got to operate with a big company mentality.
I like that.
You know what I'm saying? Don't think just because you're small, you can cut corners here and there. If you operate as a small company with a big company mentality, right, you're unstoppable.
Right.
You're unstoppable, and that's how we move.
That's true. And I mean, it takes some doing to instill that culture into your people.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's not gonna just happen automatically. You gotta really, like, first of all, find the right people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then kind of, you know, like I said, instill that culture.
This view is amazing. But look at this though.
That's a fact.
But look at this though, right? If you start with the good habits off the rip, now you ain't gotta fix it.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
That's true. That's real, man. That's real. You gotta set the tone from the beginning. And a lot of times, especially in our community, when we run businesses, we don't set that tone early. You know, we kind of do things to get by a lot, and we don't set the tone.
It's gonna come back and bite you.
Yeah.
It's gonna come back, man. So, you know, I just take this very seriously, and you know, even with my life, bro, I just move different, man. When you're in a position to where your decisions affect multiple people,
right?
You got to move different, fam. And I just move with a lot of accountability, because I know that, yo, when you get to a certain position, it comes.
You good. We safe. Yeah, I'm
New York City, baby.
Yeah, I do what I do. Yeah, we good.
Yeah, but you know, one of the biggest blessings of, you know, the platform that has grown for me right now, and the position that I'm in right now, is that it makes me accountable now. Like, you know, there might have been certain spots, like even when I used to party, like I used to go to, I wouldn't go no more, because I realized, like, look, people depend on me now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. And people are watching.
Yeah, they watching.
You are now someone to look up to, someone to aspire to. You have little kids watching. You got everybody watching. The whole world is watching.
Indeed.
You know what I'm saying?
And I'm licensed to carry, right?
Yeah.
I'm licensed to carry.
You ain't got nothing on you right now.
Nah, not in New York. Crazy. But yo, you know what I do now? When I be like getting invited to certain places, I'm like, if I gotta bring my firearm,
you shouldn't be there.
I'm not going. If I gotta think like, should I bring my firearm?
Yeah. Once you had that thought, it's like, nah, I'm good.
Because it's bigger than me. It's bigger than me at this point. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's a fact. So what you do for fun?
Man, trap. Like, I'm just giving y'all a heads up right now. 2020, I'm out. I'm out.
Right.
I'm out of here.
All palm trees, beaches, sand.
I love the travel.
Or you doing some like overseas, like Greece,
everything.
Santorini, and all of that. Where you trying to hit?
Let me tell you something. I'm trying to hit anywhere that I've never been before.
Got you.
It don't even got to be the most fly. I'm obsessed with going somewhere that I just never been before.
Okay.
Like I want to go to Denver. I want to go to like the mountains with the snow. I want everything to be white.
Fly.
You know what I'm saying?
Colorado. Yeah.
Just going
real nice out there.
Yeah, just going places I've never been. And as far as like international, you know, just going places that I just feel blessed going some places. I'm like, damn, most of the people that I know probably would never be able to see this right here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's definitely one of my things that I'm doing for fun. Yo, I love like, man, you know, I'm 36 now, bro. I love live bands.
Oh, where? Okay.
Yeah.
Getting the grown man on.
I love going to a live band. I love live music. The saxophone's my favorite instrument, man.
Okay. You play?
Nah, I wish.
Okay.
If I played, I'd be dangerous out here.
Would you try to learn? Like take some time and learn?
I'm gonna definitely try when things kind of slow down a little bit. But
okay.
I think I'll be too dangerous. Like my dating life would be completely different if I know how to play the sax.
Sit down, baby.
Let me
show you something. Oh, that's it. It's a wrap.
It wouldn't be fair, fam.
Yo, cause who's playing the saxophone,
you know
right?
What I'm saying?
Like,
they better not teach me how to play saxophone.
Ain't nobody playing this except for Kenny G. It should be you and Kenny G. That's
right.
it.
This is so. But yeah, fam. Another thing, comedy shows. Like I went last night, man. Like, I love going to comedy shows, man.
Yeah. That's dope.
Comedy shows is like, you know, a whole lot of good energy. What else do I like to do, man? I like movies. I did a little movie theater in my crib.
What type of movies?
I like mafia movies. Like right now I'm watching that Irishman.
Oh, The Irishman is silly, man. I didn't get through it yet. It's like 3 hours long. Yeah. But I started checking it out though. That cast is crazy, man. You can't beat that. Pacino, De Niro.
Crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro.
They got the little part in there with Hoffa talking about the trucks. You peeped that?
I already recorded it.
I know you did.
You know, we're dropping on the gram real soon.
I posted it already, bro.
Yeah, I see it. Well, you put on your page in your story.
I posted it in my stories.
I posted it on my page.
Yeah. As soon as I see it, I'm catching this one.
Real talk.
I'm catching this one. That was fire right there.
Better believe it. You better believe it.
But it's real talk though.
Everything touches the truck.
Everything touches the truck. That was crazy.
Yeah. What else I like to do for fun, fam? Y'all like to spend time with my mom, man. Like,
okay. Is your mom's out here?
She in Gwinnett. She in
Gwinnett.
Yeah, she in Atlanta, man.
Okay.
Well, you know, I don't.
But you from Jamaica originally?
My family's Jamaican.
Your family's from Jamaica.
Yeah.
All right.
And I'm gonna tell a story about mom when we get to my old building.
All right, dope.
About how we got to Atlanta and all that. But you know, I got a dog, man, Richie, man.
Yeah. I seen the dog.
He's a boxer. I love this dude, bro. Like, love.
How long you had him?
He's 2 years old now. I had him when he was 8 weeks, bro.
Okay.
A whole human, bro. Whole human personality. Consistent.
Right.
He got this thing now, right? Whenever you know, I live in the high rise. We got the concierge downstairs and all that.
Yeah.
So whenever you have a guest, the concierge got to call me, and I got to give him permission to let him up, right?
Okay.
So I don't know where he got this from. We'll be chilling watching TV. Concierge called me, and I'll pick up the phone and say, hey, oh yeah, okay, cool, you can let him up. That's fine. I hang up the phone, he look at me and he run to the door, and he be waiting at the door for people to come to the door.
Oh, wow.
I don't point at the door, I don't look at it.
Right.
And it's funny because I'm like, okay, is it when I pick the phone up? But I'll pick the phone up and just be like having a regular conversation, and he don't do it, but it's only when I pick up and I'd be like, okay, cool, that's fine. Even if I don't say let them up.
The word.
No, not even the word. It's like
it's a feeling.
I don't know if it's when I pick up and then I put it right. I don't know what it is.
It's just the energy of the whole thing. He just like, yo, it's time.
It's so funny, man.
Somebody coming up.
Love him, man. So after a hard day of work, man, just coming home and knowing that he there waiting on me, you know what I'm saying? And like, regardless of where I'm at in my life, I know he's consistently gonna love me. You know what I'm saying?
Man's best friend, man. Man's best friend.
I love Richie, man. Yup.
That's what. So you say you're a boxer?
Mm-hmm.
So you didn't get him professionally trained? You just trained him yourself?
I just trained him personally.
That was your first dog?
Yeah, my first dog. Yeah, he know how to fetch. He know how to give hugs, dap.
Oh man,
he's so dope, bro.
Them dogs are big too, man. He's pretty big, right?
But yeah, he's big, but he's sweet, and he's real good with like kids.
Okay.
And he's real good with like small dogs. It's like he's big, but he's real careful with like little things. Like he'll see a small dog and he won't like run into it or nothing crazy. Yeah,
right.
He's a good dog.
Kid gloves. Yeah. He knows he's big and he can hurt the little dog or whatever.
Indeed.
Nah, that's dope. That's dope. What about going out to eat? You like eating?
Man, I'm a restaurant connoisseur.
What's your favorite food?
Not being biased, my favorite food is Jamaican food, son. I love Jamaican food.
Is there good Jamaican food in Atlanta?
Yeah, we got a lot of Jamaicans in Atlanta. We got this area in Atlanta called Stone Mountain.
Okay.
And it's more Jamaicans in Stone Mountain than in Jamaica.
Oh, word?
It's crazy.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah. Love it. Definitely got some good. We just got good restaurants and food, period.
All together.
In Atlanta. Like, yeah, it's amazing.
What other cities you like?
I love Miami, man.
Miami?
Yeah, I lived in Miami for 3 years. I just messed up because I went to Miami before I had my bread right. I'm gonna be real with you, man. I went down there too prematurely, but what it did do is it exposed me to real wealth.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like I went down there, I thought people in Atlanta was doing it. When you get down to Miami, it's a different type of wealth down there.
Right.
And so if I take anything from it, I don't got nothing to show for Miami but some motivation. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Went out there, I was living off my savings. You know what I'm saying? And once I got down like my last 3-4 grand, I came back to Atlanta. But I knew I was like, yo, I got to bust some moves.
What made you got to Miami?
Honestly, we can get into it, fam. You know, when I was doing the parties.
Okay.
You know, I talked about it on another platform, but I'll tell you like the quick version. When I was doing the parties, man, you know, the lifestyle.
Yeah.
I just, you know, met this chick. She had a boyfriend. You know, I was just moving fast, bro. And her boyfriend found out about us linking up one night.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't even know the situation, like the full dynamics of their situation. You know how you just don't get into the specifics with a girl?
Yeah.
But, you know, followed her to my crib one night. This was 2008. And I came out and they ambushed me, man. And I got stabbed 3 times in my back.
Damn.
And it just turned me off from the party scene. But it also turned me off from Atlanta for a minute, man. I was like, yo, it's some hating. Like, these dudes is weird out here, man.
Yeah, like, what's that about?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, you know, it was just one of them things I didn't know, you know, they had got caught. And, you know, social media, this is when MySpace was popping.
Okay.
And MySpace, I got a lot of love on MySpace, too. And they was pissed when they found out, because I was like, I never brought that type of energy towards me.
Right.
I wasn't no street dude. I was just always in my own lane, handling my business. I've always been like this, man.
No doubt.
So when the word got out that somebody stabbed me, people was pissed, bro.
Yeah.
And they did their own investigation, found the chick, found her Facebook,
wow.
And they got caught.
Wow.
So I ain't gonna lie, fam. Even though they say like, look, if you're not in the streets, it ain't snitching. But I just couldn't go to the courtroom, fam.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be real with you, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I could not go testify on nobody. They stabbed me. I was a victim, whatever, but I just could not go in that courtroom, fam. So I literally went to Miami just to clear my head on vacation, and I decided not to come back. I like the energy in Miami. I like how it felt. It was my first time out there in 2008. I was the last one of all my friends to go to Miami.
Okay. And
you know, I had a few dollars, man. I was like, you know what, I'm about to get me a condo. I literally went and met with a realtor on vacation, bro. My first time in Miami, and I did the paperwork. I came back to Atlanta just to get my stuff and move back. I was like, yo, I'm out of here.
That's crazy.
I had no kids. I was single. I was like, why not?
Yeah.
That's literally how I moved to Miami, fam. I was at Live on Sundays. I'll tell you something I never told them. I was at Live on Sundays. This is when Live on Sundays first popped off.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? This is when Young Money, Drake, and them was in Miami at this time. This is when you know, LeBron had just made it. You know.
Right.
Yo, we had a good night. I got a little tipsy, and I was like, yo, I'm moving here, son. Yo, I'm moving here. And that Monday when I woke up, I hit up a realtor. I moved in the high rise right across the street from the Miami Heat arena, fam.
That's dope.
And yeah. So, but I love Miami, man. So I definitely want to get another spot out there eventually. But Atlanta's always gonna be home base, fam. Just because of the square footage that you could get on a house.
Yeah.
For the price.
No doubt.
I'll be selling myself short going to another city because I want a big, nice, big house. But I know I get more bang for my buck in Georgia.
Right. You were doing the parties in Miami too with your people when you went out there?
Nah.
So you just chilling out there, bro, basically, just living?
I was chilling, trying to figure it out, bro. Trying to figure out what my next move is. And after the 3rd year, of not figuring it out, that money got low.
Got you.
Money got low, fam.
Got you.
I was squeezing my reserve, man, and I tell people all the time, yo, it's a lot of ways to spend money in Miami, but ain't a lot of ways to make it.
Right.
Especially if you don't speak Spanish.
Right. Yeah.
Especially if you don't speak Spanish.
That's
English
true.
is a second language in Miami, fam. You know what I'm saying? And so. Came back to Atlanta to get my, you know, to figure something out, come back to my network, you know, get back around my peoples, and that's how this whole thing came about, man. Moving back was definitely the best decision I ever made, man. You know, it was the best decision I ever made, bro.
No doubt. And then, so when you came back, you just started game planning. You was like, yo, I'm gonna mess with these trucks.
Nah, at first it was gonna be a restaurant.
Okay, the restaurant.
Me and my man had got a lot of credit, and we was gonna use that money to, start a business. So he knew how to cook.
Okay.
So he was like, look, I'm gonna cook. We just gonna get a restaurant popping. So that's what we was gonna do at first. And it's just funny how God worked. Like, everything just kept falling through with the whole restaurant situations, from the buildings not passing inspections to the numbers not being right. Like, so we gave up on the restaurant. Then we was gonna do a barbershop.
Okay.
Same situation, just nothing but a line. And then organically during that whole time when we were aggressively seeking our next move, I just kept running into these people in trucking, man.
Okay.
Kept running into these different random people in trucking. And I was like, yo, is this a sign?
Right.
And then I just when I ran into this dude, and I can't say his name, man. I'm realizing now these little situations be going out into the universe.
Right.
And I ain't trying to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like I said, my man, he was like, yo, I'm gonna put you on, to my contracts. Okay. I got these contracts with the post office. All you gotta do is get you a box truck and you on.
Okay.
So I just went and did it. I told you I don't talk. Like, I execute. So I went and got it in less than 30 days. Hit him up, let's go. And he was just BSing and he stopped answering my phone call. So I had to figure it out on my own, fam. And that's where all the mistakes came in, because I was just figuring it out as I go. And that's why the portal was so detrimental to the game, is because this ain't the game that you just figure it out as you go. It gets very expensive. These mistakes are very expensive.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's true.
These mistakes is very expensive. You can lose a lot trying to just figure it out as you go.
Right.
This is a big boy industry.
Right.
So that's how I got into it, man. I just never gave up. Like I said, I tasted a little bit of blood.
Yeah.
Once I tasted that blood, even though I took them hits, even though I took them losses, you know what I'm saying? Bought the wrong trucks, didn't know how to negotiate, doing everything wrong. I seen enough to where I was like, nah, instead of giving up, let me just do some research and figure out and correct my mistakes.
Right.
And give it another shot, and that's what I did.
What advice do you have to somebody trying to start a business? Like, because a lot of times we get into the same type of businesses, like we're trying to start a barbershop or a restaurant. Like what advice do you have to somebody who wants to start a business, but they don't really know what they want to do? But they know they want to be an entrepreneur, they know they want to get into business, where do you go for that?
Well, I think the first thing that I would tell them is, first off, you got to find out what your strengths are. Like, what are you good at? First off, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, if I can't sing, I'm not going to look to be a singer. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I think that's the first step. And the second step that I would tell them is like, yo, stop looking to do the things that are just popular. Right? Stop looking to do the things that looks cool. Because that's what it was for me with being a rapper and a singer and a promoter. It was cool.
Right.
But it was just like, yo, when I got in the truck and it wasn't sexy.
Right. Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
When I told people like, yeah, I got a trucking company, that didn't make them, girls didn't like, oh, he got a trucking company. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Now they might do that because it's become sexy. You know what I'm saying?
They said I made it look sexy. I'm not sure how they said I made the trucking. But you know what it is?
You know what it is? You brought culture to it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's not really of our culture. There's no soul in trucking. There wasn't no soul in trucking. It's starting to be now, but it was always like an old boys network. You know what I'm saying?
Look at this, bro. See how long you can count without seeing a truck, bro. It's so funny because these trucks been in our face.
Yeah.
Like, if you look at the other side of the highway right now, you can't count to 10 without seeing some sort of a truck, bro.
Right.
They go
every
right
3
there.
or 4 cars is a
truck. They go one right there.
Yeah.
They go, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was in our face this whole time, but they not sexy. All we see is a dirty truck. Right?
Right. Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
So once I realized, like, you know what? Yeah, this trucking stuff ain't sexy, it ain't cool, but business is numbers at the end of the day.
Right.
And I just use the trucks as my vessel to create revenue.
Right. No doubt.
So what I would tell them to answer your question, to finalize your question is, yo, get into an industry that is not just in the moment. Get into an industry that you know has been here before you, and cannot go anywhere. A industry that is recession proof, and even if it does hit a recession, the market will eventually have to correct itself.
Right.
Real estate went through the 2008 situation.
Yep.
Right, and it's so funny because the big dogs, they laugh when every time people talk about 2008 because they capitalized off of that.
Right.
Like, what side of the game?
Buy when it's blood in the street.
What side of the game are you on? You got to get on the right side of the game. You understand what I'm saying?
No, that's a fact.
So, at this point, yo, you need to get into an industry that ain't going nowhere. All that cute stuff is cute. That's all it is.
Right.
What can you pass down?
Right.
I couldn't pass down throwing parties to my kids.
Right.
I couldn't pass down being on a microphone getting everybody to dance to my kids.
Turn left onto
No doubt. Why do you think in our community we look to start businesses in the sexy things and that's what we look towards? Why don't we look towards these other industries that have been around forever?
I'm gonna be real with you. I think because it'll be just for the clout. But guess what? There's a shift happening right now, bro. There's a shift happening online right now due to the exposure that people are seeing right now.
Yeah.
People are seeing people that they grew up with, that they went to high school with, becoming multi-millionaires, bro. While y'all was playing and y'all was in the clubs, we was working. Right? I stopped partying for like 4 years.
Yeah.
And I was online seeing everybody have a good time. But I just stayed in and I just stayed locked in.
Right.
And I made a post, it's still on my page. It was 3 years ago. I was like, yo, I said in 3-4 years, we gonna see who was really working. And guess what? The results is in.
Man.
The results is in, baby.
That's real. That's real.
You gotta sow your seeds now.
That's focused.
So that they can blossom later. I made my sacrifice. When are you gonna start making your sacrifice?
Right.
That's what I ask people.
Right.
Are we gonna be having the same conversation 3 years from now?
No doubt. What else? What do you use to help yourself stay disciplined? Like, aside from just your drive and your motivation, I mean, did you read books? Did you how'd you just stay on point? Like, when you felt, because I know at some point you have to find yourself wavering.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Easy. My circle. Okay. My circle, the people that I'm around. Eric Thomas, CJ, Jamal King, my whole squad over there.
Okay.
When you're around high performing individuals like that, fam, it makes you uncomfortable to slack.
In half a mile, turn left onto Beverly.
It makes you like you get uncomfortable, fam.
Right, like literally in your body, you like,
Facts.
Man, let me.
Bro, we go to a mastermind every quarter. We do a mastermind. You probably seen it on my page.
Yeah.
We go to different cities and we lock in with Eric Thomas, and it's like 20 entrepreneurs from all over the country that have mastered their industry. It's called Masters of the Game, right?
Okay.
So what we do is we link up and we, for one, network and utilize each other's services, right? I'm talking about, we got a dude who owns like 15 rehab centers. He used to be a drug addict. Now he owns a rehab center to show people how to get off drugs, right? We got a dude who money management. He manages billions of dollars, like and hedge funds and all that stuff. We got a digital marketing dude, multi-millionaire that became a multi-millionaire off digital marketing. We got a real estate giants. So when you put, and I'm the trucking guy, so when you put all these people who have mastered their industry all in the same room for an entire weekend in this mansion, what do you think happens?
Magic.
Right?
Magic and progress.
We set goals for the quarter. Like, okay, this is what we accomplished last quarter.
Okay.
What are you going to do next quarter? Not what you're trying to do, what you're hoping to do. What are you going to do next quarter? And you better believe when we get back, it better have got done. Holding each other accountable.
No doubt.
That's how I stay focused. Cause look, I'm doing straight, but I'm around some dudes that make me look like a little dog.
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying? When you hang around people that's up above you.
Yeah. So when you're in those kind of circles, I'm just interested. Is it talk more about financial? Is it more about family? Like what's the conversations like in those rooms?
50-50, fam. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Okay.
And I think that's what kind of drew me to Eric, is because it's really family way before the money, man.
Okay.
It's really like integrity, character, before the business. That comes after you get your mind and your integrity together. Once I started doing business passionately,
turn left onto Beverly.
Even like when I have new relationships in business, I'm not always looking to take from people. When I sit down with a new possible partner on anything, my first question is like, yo, like, how can I help you?
Right.
Like, what is it that I could do? Like, you know what I got going on. Is there anything I can do to help you out first?
Right.
I think a lot of the times when people are getting in relationships, it's like, okay, what can I get from this person?
Yeah.
And so that's one of the core values that I learned from my team is like, yo, be the biggest asset to any situation that you're in. You know what I'm saying? Focus on serving. Get away from the instant gratification. I think that instant gratification is a cancer, bro, to a lot of people. Right. And it's hurting a lot of people, and it's stopping them from getting to what they want in life, because all they're thinking about is the win today. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But again, it's you know, just the person. And just having a balance, bro. Like that's what's really important. I think he called it the triple double lifestyle is what it's called. Okay. You know, mastering your life on the health side, mastering your life, obviously on your financial side, and also the spiritual side. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't just win in one area in life, right, and just forget about the others. You know what I'm saying? So, right. It's, you know, multi-dimensional is what it's called. So when I'm out here in the world, I'm working multi-dimensional to work on everything about me. It's not just about the money for me. You know what I'm saying? So perspective, bro, is an amazing thing, man. And I didn't realize how powerful the mind was until I got around people who were way more successful than me. And then the common denominator was either they had a real strong wife.
Yeah. Strong wife, you said?
A wife.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And money wasn't their biggest motivation. That was like the common denominator with all the people who are way more successful than me. Right. So it was definitely an eye opener. Right. And yeah, I think once people get that concept, they'll be better off, man.
Yeah, no doubt. I think, you know, a lot of times when people are in bad situations, it's hard for them to really grasp that and say, yo, let me put those things first, because a lot of times it's like, yeah, that sounds good, but I gotta eat. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. I gotta eat today. I'm starving. My kids ain't got this and whatever. So it's like you kind of sacrifice, or you forget that stuff is important. You know what I'm saying?
Indeed.
That's real dope being around them guys like that, man. They say you the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with, right?
That's a fact, bro.
You know, a lot of times people hear these little sayings and they think they're just sayings, and it's real.
Nah, it's real.
People make you level up.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's a lot of cliches. I hate cliches personally, but some cliches is really real, and I've seen them firsthand happen. Like, you know, if you'd have told me I would have 7 streams of income, you know, generating 6 figures a month, if you'd have told me that 4 years ago, I'd have been looking at you like you had 3 foreheads, fam. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, it's really real out here, bro. If you just apply and stay consistent, fam.
Did you have to believe it was possible first? Or was it one of them things like did you have to really say, you know what, I can do this, I can make this happen before it started, you know, actually coming to fruition?
I'm not gonna answer that question politically correct.
Okay.
I didn't know it could happen until it happened.
Okay, gotcha.
I'm gonna just be all the way real.
Okay.
Man. I didn't as confident that I am in my hustle. I didn't think it would come in 2019. That I would get and create businesses that would generate me 6 figures a month. Right. I remember my mom being disappointed in me for dropping out of college, saying that you had the opportunity to make $100,000 a year, but you dropped out of college. And to go on, bet on myself, and now, you know, generate that a month. I didn't believe it until it happened. But all I can tell you is that you keep throwing them darts at the wall, something gonna stick. Something will stick. That's one of the cliches that resonate the most with me. I just kept throwing them darts. Right. I kept throwing them, kept fighting, kept going. Right. And the joints just started sticking, man. Real talk. It just started sticking, kid.
No doubt.
And you know, once you start operating in your purpose and in your gift, and you listen to God when He tells you, like, yo, this is what I want you to do, not what you want to do, but what He wants you to do. I accepted the fact that He want me to touch the people. I accepted the fact that He gave me the gift of being able to communicate so that I could reach and teach the people. You got to know how to talk to be able to train people. Right? Everybody don't know how to talk. Yeah. So I used the natural gifts that he gave me, and I made it work, fam. Yeah.
Do you believe everybody has a purpose?
100%. I don't think everybody's purpose has to be super big and mega on a mega platform either. Right. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has a role to play, kid.
No doubt.
Everybody has a role to play. You know? And I don't want to offend nobody, man, but I know so many people, bro, that's trying to be rappers and singers right now still. that are on the other side of 30, bro.
Yes.
Right? 35. Still in the studio every day. And I'm not knocking it, my brother. Right. Do your thing. Right? But when are you going to
to yield something?
When are you going to bust a move, bro? Because one thing about it, we not getting no younger. Right.
In half a mile, turn right onto Flatbush Avenue.
You don't want to get to 40 and then accepting the fact that, you know what, maybe I'm not going to get a record deal. All right, now let me try to figure something out. Yeah. You better bust a move. Let that be on the side, but secure that bag first, man. Yeah. Start you a business, figure something out. Yeah. Y'all got to stop playing out here, man.
How important is entrepreneurship to you?
I'm pro entrepreneurship. I think that I'm very upset, and that's why I feel like it's my duty to go out and speak to the kids and hit this road and touch these stages, because the schools ain't doing it, fam. Right. The school, like, it's 2019 and the schools have still not taught these kids how to create an LLC, how to go into the Secretary of State and create an LLC, bro. Right. I'm talking about, they should be doing this in elementary school, kid.
That's a fact.
Another cliche that's so real, how easy it is to get a student loan, how it's way more easier to get a student loan than a line of credit. Yeah. No doubt. We got to rewrite history, fam. I'm pro entrepreneurship. I got a huge place in my heart for people that are entrepreneurs. I don't care what it is that you do, just the strength that you betted on yourself. You got my utmost respect on whatever industry it is.
No doubt.
You got my utmost respect.
No doubt.
I wish the best for you. Straight up. Obviously everybody can't be an entrepreneur. We still need people to work, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I just hate to see people who have the potential to be an entrepreneur just settle with the rat race, man. You know what I'm saying? I hate to see that, bro. And you know, I think that's why I love what I do as far as, you know, helping people, because I feel like I've been bringing the potential out of people. Right. People who thought they, you know, I got girls in my portal that never thought they'd be able to own a truck and run it, and they're killing it right now, bro. Yeah. Oh, I thought it was a male industry.
The women are killing it, bro.
Murdering.
Yo, listen, bro. It's funny you say that, because the women, I like Jay say, he say my baby mama go harder than a lot of you, but it's like the women go hard, man.
Yeah.
You know, and I think it's just attention to detail.
Yes, of
you
course.
know, making sure that their I's are dotted and their T's are crossed, like they don't miss a step. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's those innate senses that they have as women that help them in business, you know?
And they a lot more disciplined too.
Yeah.
Just overall, they disciplined, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They're the ones that keep the house clean for the most part.
Right,
so they, you know, they keep the stuff more organized, paperwork, you know?
Right.
You know,
that's true.
I love seeing these women get into the portal and they just bossing up and sending me the pictures in front of their trucks. Like,
right.
Like I was they tell me like I was intimidated by the trucking industry. I was intimidated by it. It seems like a bunch of men. Right. And then they was like, but when I got the portal, I went through, I'm like, oh, again, business is all numbers. Business is a flip. Mm-hmm. That's all it is. Mm-hmm. Right? Mm-hmm. You got to make the investment. Right. Get the truck. Even when you're already up and running, it's still a flip. How much? Okay, the low's paying what, $2,000? Mm-hmm. Okay, how much money am I have to spend for gas? How much am I have to pay this driver? Right. How much am I putting up in escrow for all the other expenses? How much am I prorating my insurance, my truck note, okay, now what's left? Right. It's just a flip. Yeah. That's all it is. That's all business is a flip. Yeah. No doubt. Yeah, man. No doubt. So it ain't nothing to be intimidated about. Because you better believe it's actually $797 billion you know,
that number just keep on increasing, man.
Yeah, it's actually almost 800 billion is what the trucking industry brings in. Somebody getting paid.
That's a fact.
Somebody's getting paid.
That's
you know what I'm saying? So yeah, we have our slow times.
Go past this light. Then at the next
yeah,
one,
we have, you know,
right.
seasons and peak seasons and slow seasons, and yeah, we got those. But like, yo, if you handle your business and you focus on the money management and you are doing the right things that you need to do, preventative maintenance, right? Yo, you'll be okay. You'll survive that slow season and get to that and get to the other side.
Right.
I didn't really feel, you know, 2019 was the slowest year, but I didn't really feel it, bro. We were still hitting quota because, again, I trade killers. We don't hear none of the noise, whatever's going on, the news, Trump. Okay, that's cool. We got the war going. We had the trade war with China. Thank God they came up to an agreement. Okay, that's cool.
That out. Yep.
Yo, just work harder. I don't care about none of that.
Yeah.
But that's where your relationships come and play at.
That's a fact.
Yeah, it was slow, but guess what?
That's a fact.
We got
showing you love.
Come on, bro.
We still got love over here.
I don't hear none of that noise. Y'all crying. Okay, cool.
Yeah. That's true.
Okay, whatever. You just
true.
gotta work harder.
Wow. What do you think about some of these big carriers going out of business? What do you think it means for the smaller guys?
Again, perspective, fam.
Okay.
Perspective. Just now an article came out. Morgan Stanley just dropped an article this morning, and it says, I just posted it. It says, lower truck capacity, higher rates in 2020. Okay. When those big companies went out of business, you got two things that you can do from the outside or even on the inside. You can get scared and like, ooh, I don't know if I want to get into it. These companies are going out of business.
Right.
Over 10,000 trucks got off the road. Or you can look at it like me. I'm like, okay, if 10,000 trucks just got removed from the industry, that's 10,000 trucks that we don't have to compete with now. That's the lows that they were picking up are now open.
Yep.
It's perspective. In 2008, the same thing with real estate.
Right.
When everything tanked, the investors came in and swooped everything up. So I don't like to see anybody go out of business. I wish everybody the best.
Right.
But we it's on.
Right.
It's on.
Right.
It's on now.
Yeah, no, that's true.
We not going out of business. we gonna stick it out and we gonna get to the other side.
That's a fact.
Period. We gonna get to the other side because I know if those trucks stop, if every truck stopped for 3 days, you ever seen that movie The Purge?
Yeah, sure.
That's what's gonna happen, fam.
Yeah.
That's what's gonna happen. So that's why I'm like, okay, whatever. It's slow right now. Okay, cool. Let's see what happens in 6 months.
Right.
But when the market corrects itself, we gonna be right here. We gonna be right here. 2018, bro. 2017. The money was coming in so crazy for us, it felt illegal, fam. I'm gonna be real with you, kid.
That's crazy.
I'm gonna be real with you, yo.
He said it felt illegal.
It felt illegal the way them factors was hitting every day, bro.
This is craziness, man. What's going on here? Wow.
It had to chill out for a minute, fam.
Right.
It had to, kid. It had to chill. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Been too much.
It had to.
Man.
Right?
Yeah.
So now it's like, all right, cool. We had a cool little, the year was a little slow this year, that's fine. But I told my clients, right? I told the clients that signed up to the portal this year, fam. I was like, you know what? I'm kind of glad that y'all got a chance to experience this off the rip.
Okay.
And I'm gonna give you an analogy. It's almost like
turn left onto Clarendon Road.
It's almost like if you was born into a family that was rich. Right? I got a friend right now, I'm not gonna say his name, but his brother's an A-list R&B superstar right now.
Okay.
People that know me that's watching this, they're gonna be like, I know who you talking about. But
right.
My man was born into wealth.
Okay.
So he's been rich since he can remember life.
Alright.
Okay?
Right.
Follow me. So, yo, so he's been living in this mansion. He drove whatever car, always had money. Cool. Imagine somebody who comes from this area right here, grew up in this area right here,
Quarters of a mile. Turn right onto Brooklyn Avenue.
but then came into wealth.
Right.
It hit different, bruh.
Facts.
It hit different. I'd rather be the underdog and come up. I'm gonna enjoy it way more different than somebody that was born into it. So it's the same way with this trucking stuff. If you one of my clients right now and you came into the game in 2019, right, when the rates wasn't the best that they could be,
right,
and you had to grind real extra hard,
right,
to get to the numbers that you wanted, and then 2020 hits, rates go back up, you gonna appreciate it way more.
Yeah, that's true.
Because you was like, woo!
And that's what it's all about, is a journey, right? Like, man, isn't the journey like really more important than the destination?
Yes, man.
Because when you get there, it's like, all right.
Because if they would have came in, because if my man, if something happened and they went bankrupt, right? And they go broke, right? He'll probably kill himself, bro.
That's true.
He'll probably kill himself, right?
That's true.
So look, so if they would have came in 2018,
right,
and then 2019 hit, they'd have been depressed, like damn. But now that they came in on the humble tip, right, when the market corrects itself, because I'm putting it out into the universe, this market is going to correct itself. It's going to come back to where it was. Right. They're going to be that much grateful. They're going to be that much more appreciative, and they're going to be sharpened because they had to negotiate during a rocky market. When
it was cutthroat.
You know what I'm saying? So when the rates go up, now you just you swim in that.
Yeah. Nah, that's a dope way to look at it, man. That's a real good way to look at it. I like that. I like that a lot. Crazy.
I live and breathe this stuff, bro. You know what I'm saying? I live and breathe. I just created a balance. Like if you go on my page, you know what I'm saying, I definitely enjoy life a little bit more now, you know what I'm saying? But I ain't started enjoying life for real to this year. Like I pay my dues, bro. You know what I'm saying? But what I refuse to do at this point is just let the business consume my entire life. Gotcha. I'm not doing that because I just lost my man, fam. I lost one of my best friends, man, in March, fam.
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah, 37 years old.
Oh, wow.
To a heart attack.
Oh, wow.
My man was filthy rich, bro. Filthy rich, had plans for years, bro. You know, just how I'm sitting in the car riding with you, we would ride in the car, just build, right? Have conversations about what we about to do, what we about to invest in. Right. You know what I mean? Just vibing just like this, bro. Yeah. And I got a call that he wasn't with us no more, fam. And it changed my life because for one, that was the first person that I ever lost that was close to me. Okay. In 36 years of life, bro. I don't know how I made it this long without experiencing it, bro. But that was my first experience of somebody close to me leaving me, right? But what it did is it let me know, like, you know what? I'm putting myself first. Right? I'm gonna take that trip. I'm gonna be around the people that make me feel good. I'm gonna get away from the people that bring my energy down. Like if you bring my energy down, you no longer have access to me. Because I realize now life is really short. And and not seriously, right?
It's a fact. It's a fact.
It's a cliche, but it's so real.
It really is.
Because my man did not know that was gonna be his last day here. Yeah. So how I'm moving now is like, look, if you're not pouring into me, you no longer have access to me, fam. If when you call my phone, my energy, like, just you know what I'm saying? Right. Like, nobody calls my phone that I don't want to speak to anymore. Right. You don't have my number no more. Yeah. So I answer all my calls now because the only people that have access to me is the people that. Right. At the light. Right. Turn right onto Brooklyn Avenue. Balance, bro. That is important because the reason that I'm able to operate on my business side is because I got I'm happy finally, bro. Like I sleep good now. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like I got good people around me, bro. My people that's around me, they love me. They pour into me. They keep me. They support me, fam. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Jason, Mr. 2 Weeks Out, my best friend, 17 years. Me and this man never got in an argument in 17 years, kid.
That's dope.
Never hated on each other over no, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, like no money issues, nothing. Right. My mother's obsessed with me, fam. I'm an only child. Never met my father before. My mother pours into me. I'm about to bring you to my old block. I'm about to show you where we came from and how this lady hustled and got us up out of here, fam.
That's dope.
I watched, I'm gonna talk about it.
When you look at these old blocks, man, what do you think of, man? Like what comes back to mind, back to memory?
Man, what comes to my mind is like, yo, you really could hustle your way out of this, bro. What comes to my mind?
Stop sign, turn right.
is a phrase that my mentor Jamal King said to me when I first met him. He was like, "Yo, your level of exposure will determine your level of success." I got a lot of friends that I went to I went to elementary school and elementary school with that they living in the same spots, bro. I only got a call. I just pull up same house and they right there. And I feel like that's all they see. That's all they know. Right. And that's why I love my mom so much, bro, is because she sent me away and gave me exposure.
Turn left onto Brooklyn Avenue. Then the destination is on your left.
When you see those people, what type of conversations do you have with them? Like the people from the old block or around the way. Like what are you saying to them? Are you trying to motivate them? Are you just like staying where they're at? Like, good, how's everything? You know what I'm saying? Like, what do you do when you see those people from your old circles and your old neighborhoods?
I'm gonna be real with you, man. A lot of them are on my Facebook, right? I'm not really on Facebook that much. It's so crazy. You see all the love I probably get on Instagram, right?
Yeah.
If I post the same pictures, if I post the same pictures, it's gonna be on the left.
It's crickets.
Yeah, it's crickets over there, bro. I might get 20 likes.
Yeah.
This is crazy.
Yeah.
That's my old building right here.
Okay.
The destination is on your left.
It looks the exact
1425 Brooklyn Avenue.
same green door. That's crazy.
That's wild.
Right.
If you like what you heard, it's only gonna get better. Make sure you subscribe and leave us a comment. Let us know what you want to learn or hear more about. Till next time, love is love, truck and hustle.